Hey, today let's talk about what product marketing is. So product marketing is the process of bringing a product to the market, promoting it, and selling it to the customers. And you shouldn't be mixing marketing with product marketing. Product marketing is going to be, for example, promoting a new iPhone, whereas marketing typically is going to take care of promoting a brand like Apple, for example, taking care of the messaging, brand look, and so on. And although I have talked about product marketing taking the roles of promoting, taking to market, and selling to customers, they are not necessarily the only people working in these areas, obviously. So product marketing, as you can imagine, is going to vary a lot from company to company. So before I move on, who does the role of promoting your product within your company? Let us know in the comments below. So if we try to break it down in simple steps, product marketing is going to do the next. First of all, it's going to define how we promote our product to our customers. So here we're going to talk about things like, for example, the tone that we are going to be promoting, the style. What type of brand do we want to build around this product? Not the brand of the company, which in some smaller companies with only one product, of course, then the difference between marketing and product marketing is very minimal. But in bigger companies with many products, obviously there's going to be big differences. Product marketing is going to take part on the go-to-market strategy. So obviously they are going to work in defining the value proposition or reviewing the value proposition, in defining the markets that we are going to be working on, in defining the needs and the user personas that we have. In some cases, they're also going to do competitor analysis, or they're going to take part on the competitor analysis studies. They're also going to look after business goals. And finally, they're going to be very involved in which markets we are going to be selling our products. So for example, the industries and the geographies where we are selling our products. Product marketing is also going to participate in the definition of your user personas. They are not necessarily going to be always the driver of defining the user personas, but they should work with, for example, product designers in defining those user personas. Both of them are going to have different points of view of how and why we should be defining the user personas. But in the end, you have to agree on which user personas you're targeting. What you don't want is that your product designers is working in a set of user personas and your product marketing is working in a different set of user personas, and those don't match. That would be a very big problem, because then you are probably messaging your product to a certain type of persona, but then you are designing your product towards a slightly different type of persona. So you have to match those two. So there has to be a collaboration in how you are defining user personas, especially between product design and product marketing. In some cases, that can be also product management. The other aspect that product marketing is going to work on are the channels that we are going to use to communicate with our customers. This can be the channels for pure communication. So for example, like which social media we are going to use. Are we use emails? What type of campaigns we are going to do? In which places? So defining all that journey and how we are going to help users finding about our offering, about our latest release, whatnot, about our value proposition. And product marketing is also going to take part in the pricing of the product. In some cases, also, of course, looking towards, are we going to do new campaigns? Are we do a launch campaign? If we are entering, for example, a new market, might be a new industry or a new region, there might be some type of campaigns. There can be also things like affiliate or referral programs where you work with, for example, some kind of a influencer or content creator to actually drive the reach and those initial boosts on promoting your product to customers. And then finally, a very important aspect of product marketing is how we are going to position our product to be perceived by our customers. This is not something that product marketing people can really control. Like, is the value proposition of your product. You as a product person might have a perception of what your product value is, but when you give it to customers, their perception of the value might be slightly different or completely different in some cases. So this has happened probably in all the companies that I work. Different customers perceive the value of the products in very different ways. And you, as a company or as a product marketing person, try to steer it towards one direction, but they might perceive it in a different way. And this can be for different reasons. It can be because they cannot find that value in the product. It can be because this is how they heard other people using it, or maybe even some salespeople are promoting in a slightly different way as the product marketing people are. So this is why it's also very important to align for the product marketing team also to help the salespeople to understand how to promote and how to sell, how to position the product that you are building. Typically, the role of a person that is driving product marketing is going to be the product marketing manager, or PMM, typically known as. And they are going to be the ones working in this area. And depends on the company, the role is going to be slightly different. In some cases, they can even be doing feature specification, or getting, not feature specification, but they can be getting customer requests and driving those ones to the product managers. In some of those cases, the product manager starts to sound very much like a project manager, which you know how I feel about that probably if you have been in my channel before. But I think that in software companies, usually product marketing managers are focusing mainly on the promotion of the product towards the users, and they're not necessarily doing the product recommendations. Although this can be slightly different when you think about how to do product onboarding, and maybe not necessarily product onboarding, but product upselling. When thinking about, okay, somebody is using your free trial, and now we want them to subscribe to our product or purchase our product. How do we do that journey? Sometimes product marketing managers are doing this job. In some of the companies, product growth is definitely taking over this aspect. And product growth, this is something obviously product-led growth companies is a very hot topic nowadays, and many companies have roles exclusively for this type of need. So not necessarily a product marketing manager, but if you don't have a product growth person, it might be that the product marketing manager is taking that role. It's a little bit, depends on the size of the company, depends on how many people you have, and so on. So in some companies, the role of product marketing and product management, it has actually overlapped a lot over the years. Within some companies, product managers taking a lot of responsibilities within product marketing, and otherwise also that product marketing taking a lot of responsibilities of product management. Nowadays, it tends to be more separate, but you can still hear of some more maybe traditional companies actually with those roles overlapping and not having maybe a very clear separation of what the roles are. So what do I think about product marketing? I think product marketing is extremely important. Product marketing is going to be the one that, if done right, is going to open you the doors for your product to be known amongst your potential users. This is extremely important because when we build a new product, most of us are not going to have an audience. The only way to get that audience is by product marketing, is by marketing and promoting that product to those potential users. If done right, this can be the key for success. Understanding of where you should be promoting, understanding of how can you help people actually to engage with each other, how can we help that this product also spreads through word of mouth or by recommendations, or by helping people, that they can invite others, and maybe those others actually get some few months for free or with a discounted price because we are trying to do these viral loops. This is very important. This is something that is going to definitely help a lot in the growth of your product over time. Sales, of course, is a very important aspect, but sales obviously can scale so far. In most of the cases, sales is going to be either the one-on-one, and that can only scale up to the ability and to the personnel that you have in the sales team. And then when you think about selling the product through an e-commerce platform, you still need product marketing to actually people to find that product. So it doesn't matter if the role of promoting your product is taken by a product marketing person, by a product growth person. In the end, I don't care. The fact is that you are going to have the ways and the means to promote your product for people to find out about it and to start adopting it, testing it, and making those decisions to purchase your product. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps massively with the YouTube overlords. So if you like this video, I have another video where I'm talking more about how to launch a product, which is a very related topic to this one. Go check it out here. I will see you in the next one. And remember, stay safe.